Hey everybody, how y'all doing today? Good to see you again. Hey, I know I haven't been doing a lot lately, and got no excuses. Just haven't felt like it. Took a little time off, feeling better, and I got something on my mind I'm wanting to do, and I thought I'd share it with you. I'm going to make a lift to get my motorcycle wheels up off the ground, my go-kart wheels up off the ground, my riding tractor wheels up off the ground. And this thing is so easy and simple. It'll make you feel like you're working at the pits at Indianapolis. Hang on, let's get into it. I made one of these years ago when I had my Harley. And they say necessity is the mother of invention. Well, I needed a way to get that Harley frame up off the ground so I could take the tires on and off, both the front end and the rear end. And I don't know where I got this idea, and some of you may have seen other people do this before, I don't know. But anyway, I came up with this idea and I built one. I was doing millwright work in the dairy, and I had access to all kinds of plumbing accessories, pipes, nipples, elbows, 45, stuff like that. And I just screwed the whole thing together out of parts, and then I welded them so they couldn't come unscrewed. But today I have all this scrap pipe that I've collected doing these builds, and I have the pipe bender, so I'm going to bend the pipes and weld them together. But yeah, let's see how it goes. So I'm going to start off with some of this 1-inch pipe and some of the 7/8" pipe. And this is just some pieces I had laying over there. I'm going to cut them. You can make it as wide as you want, but I'm making mine 18 inches wide. And the other thing you need to know is how high does your frame sit with the tires on the ground, so you can make it taller than that. And the mini bike sits 8 inches. The street bikes are right in that area. So I'm going to make these 12 inches. So I'm going to cut this up, and then we'll proceed to bending it and stuff like that. Now the idea is to have a 90-degree bend on each end of this. So I'm taking my framing square, and because it won't fit down in there all the way, I'm kind of just eyeballing it. And that looks really close to me. So I'm going to release that and do the other side. I suppose we'll take it out there and actually check it, see how close it is. It's really close. It's not perfect, and that bend is not beautiful, but it's going to have a gusset in there. It needs bent just a little more, I'd say. Anyway, I'll do that and come back to you. Okay, so I've also bent the handle, and that's done. Now I just got to cut my ends off and start welding, make some reinforcements, and weld it all together, and it'll be done. Alright, well, as you can see, there it is. It doesn't look like much, but I tell you what, you have one of these in your shop, you'll use it time and time again. And it's so simple. I mean, just a matter of leverage. You can see I put a little gusset in there for reinforcement. This part's kicked back for a handle, which I'll demonstrate that here in just a second. It's nice because it's right at your waist and chest height. You pick it up easy. So no matter how you got it set down, it's easy to grab and get a hold of and use. I'm going to pull a Springer bike up here and just show you how exactly it works. I guess you can pretty much see everything there. You just slip it under. Get it kind of square with the world. Lift your bike up. Press down. And Bob's your uncle. She's up in the air. And that'll work for anything with a twin rail frame. And you might notice here on the back end how I kicked it up. See how I kicked that pipe up? Made that extra bend in there. That's just so you have something to get a hold of when you're ready to set it down. It's not flat on the ground. You can get your hand on it. Like so. Let your machine down. Pull it up, grab your handlebars so it don't fall over. And poof, it's back on the ground. Let's lift up the front end. Just to say we did. She slid off, did you see that? She slid off. Well, she's gonna do it again too. Well, that wouldn't happen if I had chocks under the back wheel. You know what I mean? And then we get a chalk. Let me chalk that back wheel. It's scooting my chalk because it is rolling backwards. Oh, there we go. Had the camera off. Anyway, got her up on the front end off the ground. You can see how that would work for your lawnmowers, your go-karts, your riding tractors, your off-road tractors. Any small projects you got. I wouldn't use this with a full-on automobile, of course. But, yeah, it works well. And you're done with it. You just set it in your shop somewhere out of the way. And Bob's your uncle. Alright guys, hope you found that useful. Maybe you'll try it, and just remember there's no set particular way you have to do that, you know. There's probably 100 different ways you can make that same device. But anyway, hope you like it. And for those of you who choose to use something like that, hope it works well for you. I know the only reason I don't have the one I originally made is because I gave it to the guy I sold my Harley to. That way he'd have it. And yeah, anyway, so now I have another one, and I'm getting out of here. It's cold, I'm freezing. It's below freezing degrees out here. It's been that way all day, and so I'll see you later. Thanks for coming by, and I'll see y'all later. Take care. Bye-bye.